Who have we got? Just Ken at the moment. Hi Ken, how you going? All right. So the reason I'm starting here is because I've just found this amazing waratah. So you and I can admire it together before we get. Oh, hi Ava. So we've got. Look at this. This is just gorgeous. I'm going to pan upwards. It's a massive bush. It's got so many flowers on it. I'm actually surprised someone hasn't come along and raided it because you can probably sell a single bloom for, I don't know, $20-$30 each. Look at this. Isn't that incredible? Hi Walter. I'll zoom in when we get right up the top. Look at all those waratah blossoms. Just amazing. It's the biggest bush I've ever seen. So the reason that we love it so much is that it's our state flower as well. Hi Laurel. So there we go. Beautiful waratah. I'm just going to slowly start walking towards Leura Mall. We'll have a look at some of the beautiful houses as we pass. This one here is I found out the other day when I was in Leura, this one here is about to be remodeled, re-landscaped and turned into a Jane McGrath cancer clinic. Breast cancer, I would believe, would be the main focus of the Jane McGrath Foundation. She was the wife of Australian cricket captain Glenn McGrath, who passed away from cancer. Good morning, Annette, our wonderful California guide. How are you? And just for your benefit, Annette, because you missed it, let me show you this gorgeous waratah. All right, I'm going to zoom in. We've just turned around the corner, but this is an incredible waratah bush in these people's front yard. And I've never ever in my life seen one so big before. It's just beautiful. Alrighty, hi Em, how are you going this morning? So we've got a bit of a grey old day, but we were expecting rain. 40% chance of rain at my start time here, which hasn't eventuated yet. So fingers crossed, everybody, that we stay rain-free for the next hour. But we do have the gorgeous blossoms coming out all along the street in Leura, looking beautiful. And everyone, tell your kids, get into dentistry. You too can have a house like this. Hi, Betsy. And they have on their sign, this place isn't here anymore, but Leura used to be famous for the Toy and Railway Museum, and they're reflecting that in their signage here. A nod to the one of the former Leura icons, the Toy and Railway Museum, that doesn't exist any longer, sadly. The property is now in private hands. But look at this above the front door here. All the Leura houses are gorgeous, and we'll be back here on Saturday looking at some of the beautiful gardens as part of the Leura Gardens Festival. And their next door neighbour. I mean, if you're going to have a gorgeous house, you want your neighbours to have a gorgeous house too, don't you? Hi, James. I'll just let this lady pass and then we'll have a look at some more of these beautiful blossoms. So, if you like this house, if you love this house, you could buy it. Look at that. It's up for sale. I have no idea how much it is. It's being listed as an expression of interest, so they're not telling you what they're expecting to sell it for. But they show you what the backyard looks like in one of the interior rooms. Really pretty. And right outside, we've got another one of these gorgeous blossom trees here. Looking beautiful. Here's some more photos of this house. Look at their back veranda. Very pleasant. Wouldn't that be a lovely place to sit? Have a cup of tea. The rhododendrons are coming out as well. So we've got this lovely rhododendron book, the tree here. Beautiful colour. Next door to another gorgeous house. Annette is sponsoring an animal. It's at Sacramento Zoo, right? Hi, Bronwyn. And yes, she's asked for input as to which of 3 animals she should sponsor. So we're all excited to find out which one she chose. I love the tops of these gates. Very quirky. Post a link to that tour, Annette, so that everyone can join in and see which animal you ended up sponsoring. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Bob. All right, so we're coming up to the main street. This is the roundabout at the top of what's known as Leura Mall. And it's traditional that they fly 3 different flags every single day of the year. I think that was paused for a while. There is some reason why they choose the flags. I can never find out what the reason is for why. Today, I think we're showing, is that the German or the Belgian flag next to the Canadian? And I have to get closer to find out what the one in the middle is. Thanks for posting that, Annette. So this is a cafe and restaurant. You're welcome. And it used to actually be a mechanic's garage. And now it's been turned into, they've retained, I don't know if I'll be allowed to peek in through the front door. They've retained some of the, like, look, we've got wheel hubs here supporting the shelves. And if we just sneak a peek in, you can actually see the hoist. You can see the hoist for the cars just there. Very cool.
Hello.
Hi, how you going?
Good, thanks.
Yeah, I love the industrial look of it, Annette. It's really fabulous. So this shop here is R.M. Williams, and that's a really well-known Australian brand. They do kind of boots. They started in riding boots. So here's their signature product is the riding boot, but then you also have the real country look. I would call it a wealthy country look. There's a lovely little building that they're in, and that's R.M. Williams there. Alrighty. So let's go around and see down Leura Mall. We're 48 seconds from start time, so let me turn the camera around when we get to the top of the street here and introduce myself. It's great, isn't it, Laurie? All right, so I will stand this way with that as my background. Hi, everyone. I'm Lynn, for anyone who hasn't met me before. And please put a thumbs up in the chat if it's your first tour with me. We're meeting today in Leura, which is probably one of the most well-known towns in the Blue Mountains. It's a very popular tourist town, and you'll see what the appeal is in a moment when we start walking down the street here. We're going to poke our nose into probably about 3 or 4 of the shops. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that we're meeting today on the traditional lands of the Dorog and Gundungurra people and pay respects to their elders past, present and emerging. Alrighty, so let's turn this camera around and get it off me and start heading down Leura Mall. Hi Beverly, who else joined? Hi Kari, hi Brad. Annette, he's at home because, husbands and shopping and all that. But I actually think he's going to go along to the men's shed today. He's just discovered that we have around the corner from us in Lawson a fantastic organisation called the Men's Shed. And it's a place where you can go and get together with other guys and share knowledge and skills and basically using your hands and borrowing tools. And it's really great. So he's gone along to have a look there this morning. Let's have a look at the plantings along here. So the Leura Gardens Festival starts tomorrow, actually, and I'll be... Oh, my goodness, he's not open yet. What time do they open? Oh, he's just opening his door now. Excellent.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is our first shop that we're going to pop in and have a look at. You had me worried there. I thought you weren't open.
Just a little bit late.
That's okay. So we'll give him a chance to set up and then we'll pop in and have a look. But let's have a look in the front window. Some of the really, really gorgeous wood items in here, including this kookaburra. Look at the kookaburra. And next to it we've got puggles. Look at the puggles there. They are so gorgeous. I love them. And little, in beside it, we've got little fairy wrens just over the back there. Beautiful timber work. So I've asked Rob when I was here the other day if he would mind if I popped in and had a look at his store. So we're going to wander in and have a look at some of this beautiful timber work. But I just thought I'd show you the window display first. I love the wood that clock is made from. It's so beautifully textured. Let's go in. So this shop is called Leura Fine Woodwork Gallery. There we go. That's it there. They have clothes pegs. Yes, I suspect they're decorative. Look at this beautiful table as you walk in through the entrance. And when you walk in here, you first meet the smell of the timber. Hi, Rob. How are you?
Good morning.
So I'm going to get away from other people so I don't invade their space. We'll start up the back. Seriously, the timber work in here is just so beautiful. Look at this table. And it's made from Tasmanian sassafras and Queensland maple. Anyone want to have a guess at how much this table costs? Let me just stand back and have a look at it. Little sideboard table with a lamp on top. Just beautiful. More than I can afford too, Kari. Here we go. Look. Australian dollars. All right, so it'll be less in US dollars. Hi, Rhonda. So it's 3,200 will buy you this beautiful table. And then we have this round one on the side as well. Again, beautifully inlaid with this lovely timber. All right, these people are coming through, so I'll give them space. We'll go out the other way. Let's go and have a look at those puggles. Look at that. Just whiz around here. I want to show you the Banksias. These are absolutely beautiful. So I've shown you before on some of my tours the Banksia flowers and seed pods on the tree itself. But this is what you can do with the seed pods. Look at this gorgeous thing. It's been turned on a lathe, I imagine, and turned into a little tea light candle holder. And it's just perfectly designed. Can you imagine the light shining through where the seeds are in the tea light holder? Alrighty. So what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to actually show you the contact information for this shop. So if you are interested in anything, they do have an online store and they ship overseas. So there we go. There's the contact information. Let's have a look at those puggles again because they're gorgeous. And the pens. There we go. Aren't they beautiful? Here's those pegs you were talking about. I think they'd be great for holding papers. And here we go. Here's the puggles. I'm going to pick one up and show it to you. There, look at that. It's so gorgeous. And the little fairy wrens. Look at that. How sweet. Here we go. Alrighty. So that was our first shop. Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us all in here. You have 25 people in here with me at the moment.
Wonderful. Enjoy your day.
Thank you. Here. And
New ways in marketing.
that's gorgeous. That's beautiful. Alrighty, let's go into our next shop. So the next store that we come to is called Bilangara, and this is an indigenous art and culture shop. Hello. And what I'm hoping, everyone cross your fingers that Hayden is here. Is Hayden here today?
He is meant to be in today, but he's not coming in.
Oh, he's still off sick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I was hoping you was going to play the didge for us.
Also, yeah, it's so nice to listen to play.
Oh.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, well.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
I was chatting to the two people that were here the other day, and they've given me permission to go in the shop store. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so we don't get to see the didgeridoo playing today, unfortunately, but we do get to see some of the other beautiful, beautiful Aboriginal and Indigenous items in here, including, look at these didgeridoos. It's a bit awkward against the light. Let me see if I can get into a better spot for that. All right, I'm going to go vertical. If you're ready, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Whoops, something fell. So there's some beautifully ornate didgeridoos here. And in behind it, I'm just going to turn this around again. Oh, thank you, Bronwyn. I did not know that. I did not know who the performer was, so thank you for that. Garamal. What this is showing all the countries, all the Indigenous countries in Australia. And where we are located right now is down here. Down here in Darug.
So we have a local lady that makes.
Okay, that's Darug there, and it borders Gundungurra or Gundungurra. Apparently both pronunciations are correct. And we're very close to Wiradjuri, which is that large green area there. But we're actually standing right where Darug meets Gundungurra. So you can see, looking at this map, just how many Indigenous countries there are in Australia. So as we walk through the store, I'll show you some of the beautiful artworks. This is gorgeous. Let's see if I can get in close to the information about the artist. Okay, so Brett Groves apparently is the owner of the store. Hi, Francis. Hi, David. Hi, Flick. And who else is here? Hi, is it Ati? Alti? And Dong. Good morning, everybody. The painting, you mean? I think it's canvas. Let me see. Get up nice and close to it. You can get a So it's acrylic on canvas, I believe.
Yeah, that would be great.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? So they sell all sorts of products and artworks here, and every item in the store is either local or at least Australian made. So we have everything from lemon myrtle, like herbal teas, and bath salts using Australian essences like eucalyptus. Here we have local honey, Blue Mountains honey, Wiradjuri honey. And then a lot of the artworks have been put onto clothing as well. So that map that I showed you has been put onto We call it a sloppy Joe. I think you would call it a sweater. Some gorgeous bird prints down here. And platypus. So we've got the fairy wren and the gang gang. Hi, crocodile. Some lovely artworks here. And here's the three sisters. Let me get you into a spot where you can see it. And that's by the owner of the store as well. So that's another. Brett Groves is the artist. They've got metal pieces down here. So these would be great for your garden. Kangaroos and koalas. This is really cool. I love this. And the designs have been put onto all sorts of things that are really easy to buy and ship. So, you know, things like scrunchies. Look at that. Earrings. Here's a mask. I shouldn't touch the mask, of course. Everything from cushion covers to scarves for dogs. Let's go out the back and have a look at some of the larger gallery pieces. I'm just going to move through here without talking and let you have a look at the pieces. Now, I've been told that when the mist is up and people can't see the three sisters, they find their way into this store, they'll take a selfie next to this photograph here. It's a lightbox photograph. So at least they get to take home a photo of themselves standing in front of the three sisters. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to put the camera down for a moment so that I can demonstrate something to you, which is very cool. It's called an emu caller. Just need to find this tripod for my... Here we go. Here's the tripod for my gimbal. Okay. So put the... I'm just going to try and demonstrate this emu caller, unless you think you'd be better at it than me. All right. Okay. Well, that's once more than I did. It was demonstrated to me the other day. All right. I'm going to see if I can... Problem is, I'm going to have to turn the camera around so that... There we go. That's it. All right. So this is an emu caller. You see that? Apparently, the reasoning behind this is that that sounds like an emu. It sounds like a male emu. And that's to lure the male, who is the one that sits on the eggs. It's to lure him away from the nest so that you can raid the eggs. That's what an emu caller does. And then next to that we have, these are, they're, what do they call them? Clapsticks. Yeah, that's right. I would need to put the camera down to demonstrate that for you as well. Why don't we do that? Here we go. May as well, since we're here. And I've been given permission to do it. Okay. Here we go. So that would be kind of ceremony using clap sticks. I'd rather have someone else do it for me. I feel sacrilegious somehow. But anyway, okay, let's turn that around again. Okay, so these are reclaimed timbers that have been made into beautiful cutting boards. Look at that. Look at the woodwork through there. That's just gorgeous. And this beautiful bowl. There. All right. Is everyone happy with what we've seen here? We might move on to our next Leura store. Here's a couple of nice ones. It's definitely worth a visit, Bronwyn. Here's another great one. Look at this. It's so beautiful. And then this one here is it's more about the art than the actual functioning musical instrument, but it's a double-ended didgeridoo. And I was told that the creator and his son had a blow-off. So they were both trying to blow in one end each and see who could get the other person off first. But they're two beautiful goannas depicted on the didgeridoos. I'm going to turn the camera around sideways so you can see it a bit better. Right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. There, look at that. Isn't it stunning? If I come around this way, we can see the goanna on the other side as well. Here we go. All right, going back to normal again. 1, 2, 3. So gorgeous. All right, would anyone like me to get the contact details? There are some beautiful children's books here too. There's lots of Dreamtime stories. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I should have actually taken a photo of this earlier and put it in the chat for you, but here we go. I'll get that for you. Okay, let me find a spot where I can do it. Okay, here we go. Can you see that? Or take a photo of that so you can... Perfect. Okay, I'm finished with another image of this gorgeous painting. I just love it. I just love it. Oh. Blocking the doorway again. Okay, now we can go. All right, so that was the beautiful Bilangara. Thank you. All right, we're not going to go into this store. A lot of the stuff in here is mainly imported gift items. I love the little pelican in the front here, though. Let's have a look at that. Pelican is very cute. But that one, if you're interested, is called Gifts on the Mall Leura. That's it there. And we have a peacock and an echidna over here as well. Hi, Jen. Hi, Det. So one of the lovely cafes is the Red Door. Oh. And here there's a great lovely courtyard up the back there, which is lovely in summer. And next to it, who's a knitter? The House of Wool. That's hidden away up the back, up the stairs, so we won't go up there either. Now this one has, this is called Maxime, has some fabulous items. The lady in here is not real keen on people going in and photographing, so we won't go inside this store. She made it fairly clear that she wasn't very keen on her store being photographed the other day as it came by. But here, this is one of those quirky stores that has amazing decorator items for a price, such as the lions and this very weird looking clock. Yeah, some of these store owners get very protective of their designs. I think they think that their ideas are going to be reproduced either by Chinese, which does happen. You know, you get them made cheaper in China and sold en masse. This is the old post office, and up the back there is a lovely cafe, and there's also a wine bar up the back there too. So right up there, this lovely old building. I think it's still called the White Bear. At the back of the old post office, which is now a real estate agent. Unfortunately, the beautiful blossom trees down the centre of Leura Mall haven't quite come out yet, but in about a week, I reckon, this will be just a massive pink all the way down the centre here. But you can see the lovely old buildings, the shop fronts across the road. So here we have the old Leura post office. Just try not to back into the street. Here we go. So it's school holidays at the moment. So we do have more people in Leura than I would be used to on a weekday. But lots of people, lots of tourists. It's always a popular tourist town. They're all taking photos of the gorgeous blossoms. Let's just get past this group. Here we go. Here's some lovely blossoms over here. And the whole village is getting ready for the floral festival. This whole display in the front of this shop is all about the flowers. And then we have the lovely Ways Goose Cafe. Have gone all out with their floral decorations. I'll walk around the back and show you the back entrance. So we have a little walkway here with this kind of a welcome to Leura, or greetings from Leura actually. So if you want, you could have your photo taken next to this, make it look like a bit of a postcard. And depicted in this mural, we have the Waratahs, the Banksias, the wattle, the rhododendrons, scenes that are actually quite typical of some of the Leura gardens themselves. Let me just move away from these people trying to walk past me. And here's the back of the Ways Goose Cafe. It's so pretty. Let's see if I can get it without the water heater in the picture. We'll move. There we go. That's a bit better. Just hide the water heater there. Now, we don't normally take photos of amenities blocks, but look at this beautiful mosaic one. We've got depicted on the left is spring and on the right is autumn. So got to face the fact and provide amenities for people. Why not pretty them up, huh? Alrighty. Just got to watch out for cars here. So a Leura institution is the candy store, which is next door to this fantastic vintage shop. I love this. They occupy both sides of the arcade here. Look at, I'm just going to sneak a peek in the front window. Look at this. You got it, did you, Penelope? I'm glad you did. You can boast about it. There we go. Pop it into the Voyagers group and tell everyone about the fabulous toilet block you went to visit in the Blue Mountains. Star Wars fans? Cute little bookends. So this is the Leura candy store. Normally, people absolutely chock-a-block filling the space in here. So I'm surprised that there's no one in there right now. But it's a fabulous shop. Everything's sold and displayed in jars, measured out for you so you can buy it by the weight. It's really gorgeous. Let me get you a bit tricky, but we'll try and get this as a postcard for you. That's a gang cockatoo in that picture there. And it's the same on this side. I just can't get to it because of all these display stands. There we go. All right, so we're going to cross the road now, and this is, I know this is going to be Penelope's favourite part of the tour. Yeah, exactly, the boiled lollies and all that sort of thing. All right, Penelope, chocolate. Have I got your interest? Have I piqued your interest? A black palm cockatoo. They're huge birds, aren't they? I think they're from the tropical north. We have the red-tailed glossy black cockatoos here. And the yellow-tailed black cockatoos. All right, so we're going to cross the road. Yep. From Cape York. Yes, that's right. Huge birds. So what's he like to have as a pet? Is he noisy? Is he loud? Okay. Just before we get to the chocolate, I'm just going to duck in here quickly and have a look at some of the beautiful puppets. Look at these. I have to show you these, especially this one here, because he's so gorgeous. Look at this. That's a ringtail possum. He's just beautiful. Look at him. So not sure if I can do it. Here we go. Look at this. Okay. A bit tricky to do one-handed. I'll put him back. This is a gorgeous... Thank you. Sorry about that. This is a beautiful shop. They have some amazing toys in here. Look at that. Look at the cheetah. Not exactly Australian, but gorgeous nonetheless, next to an emperor penguin. So, does anyone want the contact details for this shop? So, just got the little girl out of shot, so I can show you the goanna climbing the shelves over here. Look at him. Oh, thank you. So there's another goanna. Oh yes, right up on the top shelf. Let's go over there. Thank you. There he is. Fantastic shop. All right, let me just quickly grab the contact details for you, and then we'll go see the chocolate. Thank you. All right. Let's see if I can get... There we go. Now, I'm not sure if that QR code is going to work like this, but you've got the website address there. Great. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And look at these. You're welcome, Kari. All right, so now we come to Josephans. And Josephans has moved. It used to be where the Bilingara in Aboriginal gallery is now, but now they've moved to this old church. So obviously it's been deconsecrated. And Jody, who owns Josephans, which is, I've got to try and remember, I think it's named for her 3 daughters. There's a Sophie in there somewhere, and but she's a true chocolate artist, a true chocolate. She's been to South America. She's done all those studies with working with the artisans and how to work with chocolate. That's one of her pieces there, the shoe. But when we get inside, let's have a look. And you know how I mentioned the smell of the wood place? I have to tell you, this is almost torture coming in here with the smell. The smell of the chocolate in here is just intoxicating. So the first thing that we have is these displays showing you some of the history and the origins of the chocolate, some of the molds, some vintage and antique tins, chocolate tins, cocoa tins. But where the real magic is let me show you. As I said, Jody is a chocolate artist. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that amazing? I'm going to come back in here when the tour is over and buy some chocolate. Look at this. The bustier and the shoe. Aren't they incredible? And then right up the top, up here, how gorgeous is that? Now let's have a look at what they sell. Look at this. Here we've got the best ice cream topping in the world. Hi, Camilo. Who else did I miss? I saw a couple of other people joined and I missed them. Josephine's is the place you come when you need to buy a gift for somebody and you have no idea what to get them, because really, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with chocolate, can you? Is Penelope still here? She must have left us. I'm surprised I'm not hearing from her at all at the moment, because she wanted me to go in and see the chocolate 2 days ago. Look at these. What do we got here? Looks like a unicorn. We've got a unicorn and kitty cats. Orange chocolate. Are you still there? I missed your comments, Penelope. Who likes caramel? And here we have this is special. This is absolutely delicious. I've had this before and it's just beautiful. Ruby Belgian chocolate with freeze-dried raspberry and pistachio. That is yum. I can absolutely promise you that is yum. Dark chocolate with chili? I'm pretty sure there is. Let's go down and look at their display cabinet for the individual chocolates. Sorry, that's a reflection of my battery cable. Here we go. Mayan chili, that's the one you're after. Look at that. Oh, yum. Contro, Bailey's Irish cream. Hi. There is absolutely something to suit absolutely everybody. What about a peanut butter cup? I'm really trying to resist the temptation. Penelope, but you asked. And here we go. Here's some chocolate being for the drinking chocolate. This is for their drinking chocolate. Fudge Chocolate brownie, Belgian chocolate. Oh my goodness, Belgian chocolate brownie. We've got to come back and get some of that. Alrighty. Well, if you've had too much chocolate, how about coffee or ice cream? Let's go and see the ice cream. So here we have Belgian chocolate ice cream. Now, is that a match made in heaven or what? Look at this. Salted pistachio, raspberry, mango. Oh, all right. I have to move on. It's all too much. So we're going to go down the lane. Let's go down the lane and see what's down here. Now, this place, when we first moved to the mountains, this place was a squash centre. Who remembers squash? I used to play squash when I was a teenager. They had a couple of climbing walls. They converted a couple of the courts into climbing walls. And then for the longest time, it was one of those sort of rummage antique places, you know, which is more sort of bric-a-brac and old wares rather than antiques. Now he's moved out. He's moved into a store near Katoomba Station, and now it's been returned to climbing wall. So we have. This is what we have here. All sorts of things are in this place. It's a great little centre. We've got arcade games over there. I wonder if anyone's actually on the climbing wall at the moment. Let's have a look and see. Hello. Oh, yep, there's someone rigging up to climb. Let's wait a moment and see how they go. Great for kids in here. I'm getting a sense that the ladies aren't real comfortable with me watching them, so we won't make them uncomfortable. There's a fireplace here. Look at that.
They're just. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, $5.
Coffee. And a skateboard shop. Okay, so we're getting close to the end of the tour. Hi.
Hi.
Good, how are you? I'll meet you here in about 10 minutes. Hello, buddy.
I wasn't there.
Hi. How are you?
You know, with a lot of ideas.
He's come to say hi. Hello. Yeah.
Wasn't it older man driving or a woman driving?
Alrighty, let's continue on. This is the climbing centre, a skateboard shop at a cafe. I'm going to come back and meet my daughter here at the end of the tour. We'll continue up the other side of the street. How are we doing, everyone? Or do I have to go back and see more chocolate again? So, I'm getting my workout. Now, I have to tell you, hands up to anyone who watched my spectacular fall at Narrabeen Lagoon last week. Did you miss that, Penelope? Yeah, I had I hit the ground, tripped, fell over, live while streaming. So anyone who was on my bushwalk tour a couple of days ago, was that yesterday? That was just yesterday, wasn't it? Was getting all stressed out because, you know, I'd probably do it again, but I had Richard with me just in case I fell over. So anyway, after that, we went down with my daughter to look at these. These are interesting. We went down with my daughter to check out Megalong Valley because she's thinking of camping down there for my niece's 30th birthday. You know, the road's shocking. It's been wiped out by landslides and rock falls and what have you. So anyway, we stopped and there was a rainforest walk and it was really, really muddy and wet and soggy and horrible. This is a gorgeous toy shop just while I'm talking. And guess what? I fell over again. This time I landed on my butt. Yeah, I'm fine. I've been off air for 4 days, giving my ankle a rest. So, yeah. So when I say I'm renowned for falling over, I'm renowned for falling over. This is a gorgeous cafe and deli with their front window display. They sell a lot of local products, plus a lot of imported products as well. You can buy Roquefort cheese here, for instance. And I've just noticed that there's a reflection of the post office in the window too. So you can actually get a great view out their window overlooking Katoomba Valley. There's their juicing stand. I'll just have a little peek. You can see inside there all their wonderful deli goods, honeys and jams and conserves and chutneys and all those sorts of things. And then here we've got this lovely candle shop. But I love the artwork in the window here. Beautiful gang cockatoos with Banksias. Let's see if I can get it without the reflection. It's really hard to get it without the reflection. And next to that we have a fabulous health food shop. You know, vitamins and organic products and all that sort of thing. It's menswear, cake shop. Little traditional, typical Chinese restaurant. One in every town. And this one's been here forever. Now here we go. This is fairly new. Geekdom. They've got some cool stuff in their window. Takeaway food. And then we're almost back at where we started. So at the top here, the one last place I'll show you is called the Nook, which is a cooperative art store. So local artists take it in turns to man the store. So you could put your items in here in return for giving some of your time to actually man the store. I haven't asked permission if I can go up there. We can chance it, but I'm just not sure whether. Let's go and have a look. Let's see if they'll allow us to stream from here. But it's basically an artist cooperative. We've got everything from patchwork quilts to felt. There's no sign saying no photography. I will ask permission though before I go and Good morning.
Morning.
Are you okay if I live stream from in here? I'm just showing I've got an audience at the moment of 20 people and just have a quick look around the shop. Is that okay?
Yeah. Do you know what we're about? Do you know what our story is?
Yes, I'm a friend of Panda Group.
Oh, right. Yes.
So, yeah, I know the Nook very well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good. Yes, that's fine.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, by all means.
And I respect your artist integrity and
That's fine. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we have everything from children's clothing made from a lot of it's made from scrap fabric. So the ethos of the Nook is largely about sustainability in the main. So down here we've got this gorgeous artwork, for instance. Yeah, let me show you, Helen. All sorts of different things. So we've got everything from handmade bags here, and the artists are all highlighted in one way or another. This is all jewellery, silver jewellery over in this cabinet. This is lovely. And then up the front here we've got ceramic ware. I'll try and get a wide shot, if I can, of the ceramic ware. We've got coffee mugs on this shelf. I'm going to go a little bit over time, I can see that, but that's okay because this is a lovely, lovely store. I don't know that you can buy online from the store because every item is unique. But we'll ask back at the counter and see if there's any way, if anyone's interested in anything in particular. We'll try and get in close to artists' names where possible as well. This is really pretty. Look at this. She's turned a rock using sort of mosaic. Beautiful. And we've got buttons and earrings and brooches. I love this shop. I really love this shop. Mosaics by Alex, look at this. And does she have... no information on it apart from an email address for that, but that's gorgeous. You can tell I like mosaics. I'm hanging around this corner a bit long, aren't I? Coffee cups, keep cups with lyrebirds on them. They're beautiful. She does have her information here. This person, Black Cockatoo Ceramics. Yep. And these look like plate warmers. Oh, bowl cozies. Yeah. There we go. Hats and macrame. Macrame's come back into fashion. Interesting concept, isn't it? I admit I've never used one myself. Has anyone used a bowl cozy, and do they work well? They look like tea cozies. Sammy Bop is a well-known children's wear crafter in the Blue Mountains. I often see her products at markets. Well, I've warmed up, I can tell you that much. Knitted. This is where my skills lie, the knitting. Hi. Aren't they beautiful hats? I love that. Love that yarn. That's a fabulous yarn. Susanna should be here, but I think she's on her own tour or just finishing up. She loves hats. This looks like my friend Pam de Groot. Yes, it is. Instantly recognisable. So Pam de Groot works in felt. Her children went to school with my children. And she does amazing work with felt. It's more like art than craft. Look at this necklace. And I know she's branching out into other art forms as well, experimenting with jewellery and dyeing. Yeah, I don't know if these are Pam's or not, but that's beautiful jewellery. Look at the look at that. That's lovely. Well, that's hers down the bottom, so I'm guessing it would be. Thanks for the follow, Terry. And if I've missed anything all in the chat, I do apologise. I've been rather engrossed myself in some of the things here. These look like Barbie outfits. Here we go. Look at this. Handmade Barbie outfits. Handmade socks. Oh. I know how many hours go into making socks. I'd make them for my family. I could never produce enough to sell commercially. And then look at this. Look at the glass here. Beautiful. Oh, who is that? Rhonda, you've used a bowl cozy? Excellent. I must give it a try. All right, then we've got some wood items. I'm going to sort of scoot along a bit. I've been going a bit slow in here. Oh, I love the koala. Here we go, everyone. For all the koala fans, let's try and get it without the... Yeah, look at that. Okay. More jewellery. Hi. You don't sell online or ship overseas or anything like that, do you?
What is it? We've got a little website.
Oh, you do?
Yes, yes.
I thought it might be tricky because a lot of the items are one-offs or unique.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Although if people can describe them, we can hold them for them.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, we can hold them for 24, 48 hours.
Okay.
And that's got our, it's not a website, it's just...
Oh, you've got your socials there.
Yeah.
Let me zoom in on this, guys. Sorry, go on.
And Pam's an IT person, so she knows the insides and outsides of how things go, yes.
I know we've had discussions before about how to resolve problems on Facebook pages.
Oh, okay.
There we go, everyone. So there's the socials for the Nook. If you're interested in anything here, have a look at the Instagram and Facebook pages and the website.
And there's more in the back room.
Let's have a quick look.
My stand's in there with the Australia patchwork cards on it.
Beautiful.
Yes.
We can't miss the person who's actually manning the stand.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Oh, these are great bags. Look at these. And hippie pants, happy pants. Oh, they're non-slip as well. That's great. That's good to know. That takes a particular skill, I reckon, to make bags like this. Which stand did she say was hers? Must be Rebecca. Must be this one. I am guessing that must be her there. Yeah, I will. I'll thank them on the way out. Well, she's got a little... Look. I thought it was a pattern. It's not a pattern, is it? Well, maybe it is. One Skein Ideas. It looks like it's a knitting pattern to go with the wool that she's selling. Must be. I do like the socks. Great, gorgeous patterns on these socks. And here we go. Look at some of these lovely prints and cards. Kookaburra, Gang Gang Cockatoo, Waratah, the beautiful Waratah. And guess what, guys? We're going to go see wombats. We're going to have two opportunities to see wombats. On my time, it'll be the 10th and the 11th of October. So these gorgeous cards here. Alrighty, we're going to chuff off. It's just ticked over an hour, so we've been going quite a while. Thank you so much, ladies. I've got everyone on here is thanking you for allowing us to have a look at the beautiful things in here. Thank you.
We're always here. We're
Yes.
always friendly. We always try to be helpful.
Thank you. Have a great day. All right, I'm going to scoot down these stairs slowly. Is that an oxymoron? Scoot down the stairs slowly because we know no more tripping, no more falling over on my butt. That's not allowed. And I'll say goodbye to you from the street and then go catch up with my daughter for a coffee. So let's just get down here. So what did you think, guys? What did you think of Leura? We were a very small, intimate crowd this morning, weren't we? I was hoping to have more people here to show Leura, but that's okay. That's all right. Let's go over here. I'll just show you the daffodils over at the train station. Okay, here we go. This will be our closing shot of Leura, the roundabout. All right, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me and visiting Leura Village with me. If you want to see more of Leura and the gardens, join me over the weekend. Have a look for the Leura Gardens Festival tours that are coming up over the weekend. And we'll see you hopefully on one of those. Remind me where you are again, Bronwyn. I've got a terrible memory for where everyone is. You may have to come up. Definitely have to come up. Take the train. It's really easy. The train station's right. Turning it the wrong way. Train station is right there. So we're literally, this is where we are in relation to the village. Oh, that's right. You're at Riverwood. Yes, we talked about my son's girlfriend's parents live at Panania. All right. So if you've got some lovely postcards, I always love to see them in the Facebook group. As I've always say, I'm your legs, except when I'm falling over and landing on my butt. And you're my camera, you're my eyes. So I want to see all those lovely postcards in the group. Carrie, you know what I mean. Okay. Thank you, Rhonda. I always appreciate your support. And without the financial support, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. I love doing it, but I do appreciate the contributions as well. And thank you so much. No fallings allowed. Absolutely correct. I think I'm going to go and treat myself to some chocolate later today, Penelope. It gives you a good reason to come and visit. All right, everyone. Thank you all, and see you on another tour. Bye for now.